Hey y'all, I'm the Chaplain of the Culture, Yale Master of Divinity and Black Church Studies Scholar. Here we mix faith, culture, and experience, and we make that whole dance, and it smells like sweet revenge. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. If you didn't know about Arizona's Supreme Court decision to enforce an 1864 law criminalizing near all abortions, and when I say near all abortions, these abortions don't make exceptions for SA or incest. Because I like to put names to faces, sweet revenge. Two of the justices, like I said, are up for re-election. Those two are Justice Clint Bullock and Justice Catherine H. King. Now, please don't get me started on the women like Justice Catherine H. King who support policies and narratives which work to further disenfranchise them. I would kind of be here forever talking about the women who have been influenced by male-dominated discourse to reinforce and perpetuate narratives and policies which dehumanize and stifle their own self-actualization. But that's for another video. The point is, Justice Catherine and Justice Bullock are up for retention. So, if Arizonians turn out in the retention elections the same way they turn out in the presidential elections, they can make their voices heard. Because there should be consequences for political regression. And attempting to justify the suppression of women from the wisdom of slave owners past. I mean, this law is almost 200 years old. I would even respect it more if they just had made up a new law to support their stagnant way of thinking. I mean, Black people were just fighting their way out of enslavement via civil war. And they want a resurgence of 1864? Every person of color should be paying close attention to our local elections and resisting any policy that would further disenfranchise any group. Because what we accept will set the precedent for the next law, the precedents for the next law and the next law. Also, please note how your favorite pastors are silent on these issues or on the wrong side of them. It's important to pay attention to what is happening in spaces that present as harmonious, life-giving, with a sense of morale or ethics. But then they don't respect your right to choose. God respects our right to choose. So who the are y'all? Arizona, please do y'all big one in November's retention elections. What do y'all think about this near abortion bans happening in places like Alabama and Arizona? Somebody asked me like, well, what do you think about Alabama and what people are doing in Alabama? I said, first of all, I'm Black. So I really don't expect too much from Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, or Tennessee. If I'm being totally for real, I don't expect too much out of those states. But it is setting a precedent that I think we need to pay very close attention to. And this is why voting is important. Understanding civics is important. And then understanding how we organize in our religious spaces is important. Because are these spaces being used to uplift us, or are these spaces being used to further suppress us? Are these spaces being used to mobilize us, have an active faith in the world? Or are we just waiting for heaven to get free? Let me know. Again, this is the Chaplain of the Culture. I'm here to expand ideas and grind your gears, but I promise you're going to have a good time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe, share, like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.